Welcome to Extra Hit Points.
More than
everybody.
More than zero.
That song you just heard was another wonderful, just top tier, top 40 track by Sliptide, 0HITPOINTS' own, possibly, maybe, if he allows us to say that about him.
He's a friend of the show.
Claim him as our own.
He's like our baby. He's like our son.
He is like our
our mechanical bearded
sexy
son.
Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Bull of a baby.
Yeah.
Sliptide.com. Check him out. We are doing another, incapable of not doing another podcast about the 2016 nominees for the Video Game Awards, or the Game Awards, whatever they're called this year. Game Awards 2016.
That's
there
right. It's the inescapable 0 Hit Points Game Awards award discussion show about awards.
Back by popular demand.
We demanded it. We are pretty popular, so we're doing it.
Both of us did it.
Yeah, so we're gonna run through the list of nominees. The fun part about this is that there's going to be a lot of team names for esports and players that we don't know. And
yeah, a lot. We're just going to continue to say esports team names throughout the entire show. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, games that we probably didn't play, and hopefully a few surprises in between in regards to nudity.
Some more 0 Hit Points trademark uninformed commentary, I think is what you're getting.
It is.
So it's only natural that we would start with best esports game for that reason.
Esports. So each of these categories, by the way, has a lovely little explanation, and I love them.
It's just, does that mean we cannot read them then?
The esports game that has shown creative and technical excellence in 2016 with the best gameplay, community support, and content updates.
That's actually kind of helpful. You know, they're given some criteria there.
Yeah, a little bit. We got, all right, Counter-Strike Global Offensive from Valve, Dota 2 from Valve, League of Legends from Riot Games.
Yeah, we might be able to leave off the developers.
Fine. Counter-Strike Global
For those
Offensive.
of you who've never heard of Counter-Strike.
Dota 2,
it's
League
made
of
by
Legends.
Valve.
Okay, do you want me to do what that the developer's not? Counter-Strike Global
No,
Offensive,
I just
Dota
wanted
2,
to
League of
say
Legends,
that.
Overwatch.
It's Overwatch, isn't it? Right? That's what we're going to say.
It's probably going to be. So Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, Overwatch, Street Fighter 5. I am definitely going Overwatch in this one. I think it's probably going to be Counter-Strike, honestly. But
number one, we've played Overwatch. Number two,
we actually played Street Fighter 5 together too.
We did. We played that at PAX.
And I think that one round that we had that was about 3 minutes long, probably indicative of the entire game, community, and company that created it.
Well, so for as hellish as that game has been, like, I guess this would be the one area where it could garner an award, because it seemed pretty, it came out super early, like it was only for competitive players or something like that. So that I guess, that we have played that, but man, I don't want to dig too much into our whatever game of the year stuff we start doing. And yes, since we have spoken of the criteria, gameplay, community support, and content updates, I obviously can't speak to a lot of that with anything else, but Overwatch, I think it should belong up there regardless of whether or not it's the only one we've played.
Yeah, I would actually argue in comparison to the rest of them, the community is probably a little bit cooler in the Overwatch community is my guess, but I don't know that it's quite as broad as some of the others.
I don't know, man. What did that 16 million? What are they doing pushing nowadays?
I don't know. A lot of millions though. And I like money. And you know who else likes money? Is the best esports team.
Jeez,
they like
we
money.
actually had stuff to say about the esports category. This is going to be good or bad. Are we done? How many do we have left?
The esports team or organization judged to be the most outstanding for performance in 2016, irrespective of game. So being irrespective of game, I think we'll leave off the games in this one.
I was going to say you could mention the game.
Yeah.
You want to know what game the team is playing. Okay, let's be honest. You want to know which one's the League of Legends team, so you can not vote for that guy. That's pretty much all you want to know.
I want to say you're wrong, but you're not.
SK Telecom, T1, League of Legends. Wings Gaming, Dota 2, which Shoot, man. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. SK Gaming.
You're already at Thomas Hayden Church, aren't you?
Dang it. They've got my winning vote. Rocks Tigers from League of Legends, and Cloud9 does not have a game. They're neither does SK Gaming for that matter.
Because they are a multidisciplined group.
So they don't even care. There's like, whatever. If it's
They're
a
like,
video game, we'll esport it.
We are the sporting E's. So you're going.
That would be, oh man, that would be our team name if we did it. The Sporting E's. I love it. I love it because everybody in that community would just be like, it's so stupid.
They would be
so stupid.
They'd be so mad, and they're just trolls. No, we're trying. We're just bad.
You think it's stupid now?
Wait until you accidentally lose because your overconfidence is your weakness.
Wings Gaming is obviously going to take this for Tony Shalhoub and Thomas Hayden Church.
It's fair. I got to go with Cloud9. Mostly because I've got one friend. She big fan of Cloud9. She sent them a book that she made for the team, but
like this Cloud9 or like the phrase or okay, all right.
No, yeah. She just likes to be on Cloud9. So
I don't know.
I'm thinking, I covet. I think you're awesome, and I'm gonna go with your team. So Cloud9. All right.
Congratulations to Cloud9. Oh, with this, we're just saying best. Oh no, you're up. Sorry, go for it.
No. Please.
No, you are up. We're taking turns.
Best.
Go to you.
Matt
Amberg.
I've been reading all of this.
Whatever. I read the last one.
But I've been reading the titles. And
but you've still been reading them. That's good, I guess. That's the way we should do it. Tell you what, you read this one out loud, and I will read this one too. More esports.
Best esports player presented by Omen by HP. It's a lot of presentation.
Wow. Is that the name of the category?
The esports player judged to be the most outstanding performer in 2016, irrespective of game. Okay. Let's just go ahead. I'm just going to admit this. I'm only saying their usernames because many of these gentlefolk are people that I'm not going to butcher their names.
Butcher them.
I am going to take an axe to them and carve them up. So, Faker, SK Telecom 1, League of Legends, Coldzera, SK Gaming, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Bjorn, StarCraft 2, Infiltrator, Team Razor, Street Fighter 5, and Hungrybox, Team Liquid, Super Smash Bros.
So for me, Mr. Hyun Woo is obviously taking this. That's the real name of Bjorn, capital N.
StarCraft 2. Yeah, I have to because it would just be out of character for me not to. I have to go with Hungrybox because sex joke.
Fair.
Yeah. Fair. I can't help it. Look, I'm 9 years old mentally. I accept it, and if you don't, then you don't, and that's a bummer.
Oh, you mean Juan de Bididma? See, that's not even hard, man.
Juan de Bididma.
Next up, best fan creation for fan-created content such as mods, capital MOD, for what is weed. I feel like that's only appropriate where the squad is involved.
Or manager on duty.
Fan films and other player content, which now I remember what the other piece we were going to talk about here was.
It's this.
There were two that got removed from this, and I didn't read that article. Why did AM2R, another Metroid fan remake, and Pokemon Uranium get removed from this list?
I'll give you two guesses, and both of them involve the company that owns the properties.
Really?
I no guarantees, but the assumption here is that Project A2MR, which is another Metroid, or AMR2, another Metroid 2 remake, AM2R, whatever.
Nailed it. That's why it got removed.
Yeah, they couldn't
say it.
They didn't know what it was. That it's a Metroid remake, and then Pokemon Uranium, again, a fan created thing based on all of these properties, and they're playable games. Doom. So Project.
They're still on this list that we're reading from. We're reading from GameSpot's list.
And this is old. So these have been replaced. But Project AM2R and Pokemon Uranium, along with Brutal Doom 64 and Enderall, the Shards of Order, are the listed nominees. Brutal Doom is I think actually open source at this point, where anybody could do whatever they want with it. And I mean, it's been like shareware forever, and it was freeware. People made mods for it, so it's a non-issue. I truly think this has to do with a branding thing. Nintendo's just pissed about people using their brands.
All right, looks like at the moment, Game Awards nor this is coming from Video Games. Sorry, VG 24/7. It looks like the Game Awards nor Nintendo have commented on why those games got removed, but
and I'm guessing
kind of
we will
bummer,
never hear why.
Yeah,
we'll never hear a real answer, but it's totally Nintendo.
All right. So what category did Nintendo ruin next?
Well, we didn't. We just don't know.
So we have to choose between Brutal Doom 64 and Ender All the Shards of Order.
I'm going with Brutal Doom because I played it.
Done. I'm going with Brutal Doom because you played it.
Nice.
Congratulations, Brutal Doom. Also, I heard another Metroid 2 remake was actually pretty freaking good.
I'm sure it's great.
Remove it all you want. Go play it. It's out there. It exists.
Next up, Trending Gamer, presented by Intel. For a notable influencer, online streamer, or media personality in 2016. Angry Joe Show, Boogie 2988, Danny O'Dwyer, Jacksepticeye, Lyric.
Jacksepticeye?
That's right. Top of the morning to ya! It's Jacksepticeye! He's Irish. He's real fun. I like him a lot. He's my pick for winning.
That's a great name. Danny O'Dwyer, like... I love hate with that dude.
He doesn't belong in this section, I don't think, personally.
Well, he's definitely been...
Oh, I guess he's a media personality. Never mind.
Yeah, he's been kind of more behind, or he's... I don't know if he's been out in front as much as he has been more recently, but because I think he launched a Kickstarter for something, or a Patreon or something like that. He's doing something of his own thing, but I like him because he likes to do new stuff. Like especially for me, coming from a video creation background, like even as 0HITPOINTS, like we like to do a lot of.
We try
all the weird interludes in our podcast, or the weird theme shows that we'll do sometimes because we're idiots. He's doing something different, and a lot of it has to do sometimes with the quality of production. None of those things have quite landed for me yet. It's I like what he's trying to do, I guess I should say. So
that's fair.
But still, the other guy's name is Jacksepticeye. So
he's fun. He's a boisterous, enjoyable streamer. I really like watching him. Actually, he's I don't know how I found him. I found him very recently too, like within the last 3-4 months. And I've
never heard of him. So yeah, I mean, the guys from last year for this category I'd actually heard of. So
and I haven't watched all of his videos or anything. He's entertaining. He's I feel like it's one of those things that the whole streamer thing frustrates me because I just wish I had the time to put into it like that.
Right.
I just really do.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Tell you what you do have the time to put into, though.
Tell me.
Most anticipated game. For those of you who don't know, this is an upcoming game that has shown significant ambition and promise in moving the gaming medium forward. That is ridiculous, but okay.
Especially when you look at the list.
We have God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Mass Effect Andromeda, Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh shoot, yeah. What is? And The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. So. How much do we want Red Dead to beat all of these other games?
By a lot. By just a lot. I mean, we've had the conversation on the podcast. Mass Effect I'm just not that guy. It just didn't hit for me. Horizon
I
Zero.
love that trailer and I'm interested in that game, but it's a time thing. I mean, Red Dead I guess is a time thing too, but it's not.
It's just more my speed. It is definitely more. I guess I'd rather have like a violent Old West tale than a sci-fi tale that kind of.
And you know why? Because we don't get the cowboy stuff as much.
That might be it. Yeah, and that's a huge thing too. When you think about it, or when I think about it, is that was a huge part of Red Dead Redemption, was being able to play a cowboy game that wasn't too arcadey. It was like it had a real story. It felt like like a dotted line away from a Sergio Leone film.
Yeah, you don't. Not a lot of those.
No, I like it.
Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2. Next, we've got Best Multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences.
Okay.
Battlefield 1, Gears of War 4, Overcooked, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, it's a good one.
That played a lot of these. This is amazing this year.
And that's a pretty good one. I kind of have to go with Overwatch again for multiplayer.
Yep. Absolutely, man. I mean, Titanfall 2 is great. You seem to be liking Rainbow Six Siege.
But I haven't.
Gears of War 4 is a garbage fire that shouldn't be on anybody's list for this.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1 seems to be checking all the right boxes for that one.
I still really want to get it. I still really want to play it. That game has purely suffered from too much gaming-isms out in the world.
But Overwatch, man, should win.
You know what, dude? I love Overwatch because I can play it casually. I can just hop into a game. I can seriously, if I really want to put time into it, I can play it and really focus and have it kind of hits all of those boxes for me.
And we're going to get into it definitely when we talk Game of the Year stuff, but
for sure.
But yeah. It belongs here. Belongs at the top.
It does.
In my opinion.
Next up,
Best Sports/Racing, which is for traditional and non-traditional sports and racing games.
Oh, well, that's
the announcers we put on for these categories is super stupid. Both of us, next category we're going to read just completely normal. Stay tuned. Look out for it. In our best normal people voice, act casual, coming up. Ready? For this one, we have FIFA 17, Forza Horizon 3, MLB The Show 16, NBA 2K17, and Pro Evolution Soccer 2017.
Nice. I'm going to go with Forza because I've played it.
We played it.
FIFA is always high on my list. I get the game every couple of years because I never feel like the iterations are worth it, which is usually my big issue with most sports games.
Right.
2K17 for NBA, also something. I am not a huge basketball fan, but I love basketball games. And I've been wanting to play one for a while, and I've thought about it because it looks great. Got a couple of friends who play it, love it. I just can't pull that trigger.
That could be a thing. Because, yeah, I would do that before, probably before a football game.
Yeah, I have a lot of Madden discussions.
I could see us doing.
Would have to go somewhere else, but NBA and NHL games are games that I pine for, and I don't get for a variety of reasons.
I could see that happening. I think someday, some year.
That could be cool.
That could be us, me and you.
I'd be into it, man. You pick the game. If it's NBA or NHL, I'll play. I'm down. I'm FIFA, right. Same thing. I will absolutely play FIFA any day of the week.
I'm gonna find you in a couple years.
Okay, in the most normal and regular.
See?
And on top of that, it's for the one that I hate the most because I don't even like the concept around it. Best family game. Best game for family play, including Toys to Life, rhythm/music/dance, and other genres.
other genres.
Dragon Quest Builders, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, Pokemon Go, Ratchet and Clank, Skylanders, Imaginators.
Huh. I didn't think I would have any skin in this game.
Yeah, but you do.
I still want to play Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, even though I know exactly what that game is. Yeah, Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. It's the best family game.
I will honestly say I think for a lot of reasons, I actually agree with you. I think Pokemon Go is the best family game out of that list. I think it'll probably win. I don't know if I want it to.
It's the interesting thing about award shows in general is you often wonder where popular sentiment is going to match up with, I forget. I think they have a cabal of industry specialists, I think, that are voting on these things, right?
Yeah.
None of these are like a fan award or something like that. So yeah, I mean, if this was popular vote, Pokemon Go, I can't imagine any of those would win over Pokemon Go in the phenomenon that was, right? Even if it's died off recently a little bit. But yeah, so this will be an interesting one to see where I still, considering all of those, I would say Pokemon Go. It's the only one I've played of all of those.
Okay, just going straight to from the idea, which again, families are stupid. I don't think you should play games with them or have them.
Or have one. Yeah, there you go.
Don't have a family.
What have you done?
A spouse or partner, sure. But little versions.
Now we're making allowances.
But little versions of the two of you, just stupid. It's always bad. When has it worked out well? That's right.
Look at us.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the rest of them, I think what I like about, especially choosing Pokemon Go, is that in comparison to Dragon Quest Builders, Lego Star Wars, Ratchet and Clank, Skylanders, the one thing this has over every other one of those games is anybody with a phone can play it for the most part. You saw elderly people playing with their grandchildren. You saw grandchildren teaching you saw children teaching their parents. You saw people out walking around doing family things. You yourself went out with your family specifically to play the game. You took a walk. It was a thing. To me, if it loses, then I think the entire concept of this category is faulty just in general.
Yeah.
Which I already do. But this to me is one that shouldn't win just based on just because the popularity. It should win because the popularity and because of what it accomplished for all of the people that played it. So
agreed. Couldn't put it better myself.
Oh yeah? I dare you to do it right now.
This is not going to work for this category. Maybe the most uninformed of opinions from this group of knuckleheads. Best strategy game, which is a game focused on real-time or turn-based strategy. Again, these categories, they started out being helpful. Now I'm just wondering if they're hurting us more.
They're definitely
Civilization
people.
6, Fire Emblem Fates, The Banner Saga 2, Total War: Warhammer. Seems like they could have just called that Total Warhammer.
No, because you had it right. It's a Warhammer.
It's every night, my friend.
It's a
and XCOM 2.
Warhammer.
You've played XCOM 2?
I have. I played Civ 5. So I assume,
really?
I assume Civ 6 is just like it.
This is the next one.
Yeah. I've never played the other three. So I have no frame of reference. Obviously I'm going to pick
Total War: Warhammer it is then?
I'm obviously going to pick XCOM 2. I think that was a fantastic game. Phenomenal series for Axis.
Yeah, I was in that game, so yeah, I guess I should.
You were, dude. You're still on my phone. That's still your icon.
Have I not? Did I die in the game though?
No, you did not. I kept you alive.
Oh, good.
You survived. You stopped going out on missions, though, because I leveled you up so high that I didn't want to risk killing you.
That's fair.
So you kind of sit on your ass and eat potato chips while everybody else fights the alien war.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Speaking of fighting the alien war, the best fighting game for a game designed primarily around head-to-head combat.
Okay.
Killer Instinct Season 3, King of Fighters XIV.
Yeah, don't add that up.
Pokken Tournament, and Street Fighter V. I
take back what I said about best strategy game. This is maybe the worst one for us.
I have an answer for both of us, and that answer is we will both choose pass.
Pass it is. Street Fighter V, taking it.
That sounds good. We both played that one for a minute.
It will be an interesting category. I mean, Killer Instinct has apparently had legs on it, and Street Fighter V was another garbage fire to speak of. So,
all right, garbage fires abound.
Is kind of just. I'm still here. Yeah, that the garbage fire stage. Yeah, from Street Fighter V. They were smart. They would release that.
Yeah, it was similar to the thing where you were in the Street Fighter 2 when you punched the car a bunch.
What was that? Was that a Honda? It always looked like a Honda to me.
Honda.
We're getting down to it. These are the biggies. Are you ready?
Yes.
Best RPG.
Abraham from The Walking Dead.
The best game design for rich player character customization and progression, both offline and online, including massively multiplayer.
I hate that they have to do this. Is so classist.
Dark Souls 3, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Blood and Wine, I guess that specifically, World of Warcraft, Legion,
Every night.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Legion.
You own The Witcher 3.
I do. I've never played it.
We've heard of Dark Souls 3. I can tell you, out of all of these, if I were to play them all, Deus Ex Mankind Divided seems more my speed.
Yeah, it's going to go to The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt, Blood and Wine, no question.
I've heard a lot of stuff about that, yeah.
I out of all the ones here listed, though, yeah, Deus Ex is totally the one that I would...
I've heard a lot of good stuff about Legion, though, actually, too.
Yeah, it's just World of Warcraft, though, so I just can't.
It shouldn't. You can't, and it shouldn't.
Yeah, I can't. And you know what? It's like, if I want to play World of Warcraft, then I have to pay for it a lot. So instead...
And money, monetarily.
So instead, I will just buy a game that I can play at home that is also an action-adventure game, such as one of these Best Action-Adventure Game nominees for the best game experience that combines combat with traversal and puzzle solving.
Oh, is that what... Okay.
Yeah, now you know, right? It's like Informatica. Dishonored 2. Hitman. Hyper Light Drifter. Ratchet and Clank. Uncharted 4,
both of them?
Thief's End. Yeah. I'm disgusted by it.
One per nominee, please.
Yeah, you either have Ratchet or Clank, not Ratchet and Clank. That's that's two characters. You can't do that. How's that fair to the rest of the games?
It's not fair to the rest of the nominees.
Yeah.
And sorry, Uncharted 4 was in there too. Sorry.
A Thief's End. I automatically have to immediately...
That one's the best colon. It's the Thief's End.
I can't vote.
Thief's End is a colon.
Oh!
Get it?
Oh, I can't believe I missed out on that. I just
so are
don't
you
want
voting for
Hitman
or...
No,
yeah, okay.
That's the one I don't want to win. Yeah, definitely.
The one game you've ever returned in your entire life you don't want to win.
Yeah. Dishonored 2, though, is what I'll pull for here. It'll go to Uncharted, though, I think.
I own Hyper Light Drifter, and I want to play it badly. So I'm going to choose that.
Nice.
Also heard good things about Uncharted 4, though.
Okay, calm down.
Okay, so that was Best Action Adventure Game. What if, forget the adventure?
Okay.
Best Action Game.
You can't do that. You just can't. No. Wait. Whoa. You can't just go into categories and be like, hey,
me.
Slap that adventure, throw it right on over there, bring the action up front, because I want to feel like Arnie Schwarzenegger.
Let me read you the category descriptions.
Hit me.
It's for the best game experience focused around first or third person combat.
I just love it.
So
sounds
this
good.
was
PB.
Probably best shooter last year, I guess.
Action
huh?
packed.
We should start moving through these. Battlefield 1, Doom, Gears of War 4, Overwatch, Titanfall 2. It's obviously Doom.
I have to go with Doom on that one. Absolutely 100%, zero questions asked. But now we've got to go to the best VR game for the best experience in game playable and virtual reality. I read it backwards. For the best game experience playable in virtual reality, Batman Arkham VR, Eve Valkyrie, Job Simulator, Res Infinite, Thumper.
We've aged quickly during podcasts before, but that might be a new record.
I'm going to go Job Simulator because I played it.
I'm going to go with Res Infinite because I played it.
That looked cool, though. Job Simulator is super fun. Res Infinite, though, looked like a thing. I would totally get into that.
It was. Not as much of a thing as best mobile handheld / between those. For the best playable on mobile phones and dedicated gaming handhelds.
I just want to point out that the words best game playable and the words Ubisoft are nowhere in this category together.
Oh, Have we? Sure, there's been a Ubisoft game. Has there? Been
Yeah,
a Ubisoft?
Deus Ex Mobile, all those.
No,
are
that's Square.
Yeah, but Ubisoft owns the Mankind Divided, don't they? No, I guess maybe that is Square. I don't know. Ubisoft sucks at making games that work. That's the gag.
Clash Royale, Fire Emblem Fates, Monster Hunter Generations, Pokemon Go, Severed, Pokemon Go.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, and we've already talked about that. We're not technically moving through these at high speed, but honestly, I don't know what more we could add to a lot of these. I mean,
I didn't play like Clash Royale, Fire Emblem, Monster Hunter, or Severed, so I don't know.
Clash I've heard a ton about and continue to hear about, but supposedly the monetization is just complete sinister in nature.
Speaking of sinister, my choice here is sinister for me. Best independent game for outstanding achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Firewatch, Hyper Light Drifter, Inside, Stardew Valley, and The Witness.
Ooh, man, that is a freaking list.
It's a good list of games that have been... I have 3 of them on my list. I own 4 of them, and only one of them I just don't have any interest in.
This is Stardew Valley?
It's the one I just don't care about.
Really?
Everything I've looked at for that, the game looks fine. I just don't like it, just doing nothing for me. Like no interest whatsoever.
It's another one of those time things for me, but I'm like I would love to play that.
Yeah, not into it.
Huh.
Nothing. I got to go with The Witness on this one. I loved that game. I still am playing it because it's so complicated. It's so like beyond me. I really
start that.
Really enjoy it. So I own Firewatch, Hyper Light Drifter, Inside, and The Witness.
Oh, you got Hyperlight too?
Yeah, I've got it sitting.
Yeah,
Oh,
again, if I have to look at all these and go by what game I own because it seems like one of my favorites, then probably The Witness. But
I would imagine
I should play them.
Inside is probably great, and it's probably going to be because I mean it's the same guys that did what's it called, the
Limbo. Yeah,
Limbo,
no,
right,
and I've
yeah.
heard the tale on that game is to be seen, like absolutely. But in the end, that game is still like the gameplay is kind of very
reminiscent.
Limbo.
Yeah.
So I mean, The Witness, it is a puzzle game, but it's like a completely
it's
one woven into a world, and it's a different, it's a puzzle that I haven't done before. So it's
yeah, dude, it's a puzzle.
Speaking of games for impact. Games for impact.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You see it? That was nice, man. That was a home run.
Pointing during a podcast. Honoring exemplary games that take on real world issues and advocate for social change. So we've not played any of these, is I think what we're going to get at quickly.
Nope.
1979 Revolution from Ink Stories. We can say the developers for this one because who knows? I've never. Block Hood, Plethora Project, Devolver Digital. Okay, I've heard of them. Orwell from Osmotic Studios and Surprise Attack. See Hero Quest from Glitchers, and That Dragon Cancer from Numinous Games. That Dragon Cancer is the only one I've heard of.
Yeah, also the only one I've heard of. However, Sea Hero Quest is very close to Sequest DSV, which makes me think of Jonathan Dead Brandis, which makes me think of Lloyd Bridges, Talking Dolphins. So I go there.
Wow.
Rob Schneider. Not Rob Schneider.
Whoa.
Roy Scheider.
Thank you. Jeez. Roy Scheider just turning in Rob Schneider's grave right now.
I wish that was how that was working.
Very compelling argument, though. Wow, it's making me doubt everything. But I'll be the contrarian and stick with That Dragon Cancer because I've heard of it.
All right, fair enough. I liked your performance, but it wasn't the best performance. Here's a list of nominees that are for best performance. It's awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. Which, and again, reason you didn't win, you didn't do any of those.
That's fair.
Alex Hernandez as Lincoln Clay in Mafia 3. Sissy Jones as Delilah in Firewatch. Emily Rose as Elena in Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Nolan North as Nathan Drake in Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, Troy Baker as Sam Drake in Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and Rich Sommer as Henri in Firewatch.
Just give it to Nolan North. Just give it.
I refuse for a multitude of reasons. I've watched enough of each of these games actually from a video perspective to where I have a confidence in my choice. It won't be the winner, but I think Alex Hernandez should take that for Lincoln Clay. I think it's an important role, and he did a great job with what I heard. So
okay. All right. Nolan North by a landslide.
You're not wrong.
Best music/sound design for outstanding audio inclusive of score, original song, licensed soundtrack, and sound design.
Slip time for 0 hit points. Yeah!
Yeah. Battlefield 1, Doom, Inside, Res Infinite, and Thumper. I have no frame of reference for... I mean, Doom I do, but I kind of want to say shouldn't take this.
No, I would guess Rez should take this, honestly.
I've heard good things about Thumper and Inside. It's supposed to be very... But then there's, from a strictly sound design perspective, if Battlefield 1 is anything like Battlefront was, like...
Well, but the same thing with Doom, man. I mean, if you talk about it, like you start thinking about sound design, some of the sound design in Doom is pretty great. Like that, there's some squishy, there's some crunchy, there's some pretty good sound design in there for the sound. Like the monsters sound great.
I would put the soundtrack ahead of, like, all that sounds good, but it sounds kind of like...
See,
it's good, like it's been good in a lot. Like Battlefield games, like sound design, like that's...
Oh, yeah.
Like nothing beats the sound design, like putting, the effects to whatever and whatever. Doom, I feel like, is here because of the soundtrack, because that's fairly amazing and awesome for the game and reminiscent and everything. Also, I did read that thing about how the dude who did the soundtrack put the pentagram waveforms in some of those songs.
Yeah.
You see that? So that's cool. Yeah. I mean, but still, I feel like Inside is atmospheric. Like the music's probably got to be pretty
atmospheric.
Complimentary. I don't know. Yes, maybe. And then Res Infinite and Thumper, yeah, they're both music games, so it's kind of... I don't know. I just don't know.
And you know what? You don't have to know, because you're going to find out.
I want to give everything to Doom. Don't get me wrong. Like they're in a category, they take it. That's what I want inside of me. A Thief's End.
I think Doom inside of you is probably a good thing. I think there's a little Doom inside of you already. That's what I should have said.
There's a little Doom in all of us.
I believe there's a Doom in all of us. That's my Aunt May impression.
It's good.
Best art direction. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in artistic design and animation, Abzu, Firewatch, Inside, Overwatch, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Did I just take 2 in a row?
No.
I didn't. Good. I like...
are you talking about categories or Quaaludes?
Firewatch, Inside, Overwatch.
Lots of watching.
Yeah, for art direction, Overwatch, no question. I've talked about I've talked about how much I love those characters, that world, the design, the way it's animated. I love that. I think it's exactly what I wanted at the time. It's what I still really want. I love the shorts that they do for it to express that animation even further.
Oh, so you're bringing in everything for this.
Well, yeah, because those shorts are the game and the shorts are one and the same at the end of the day. Yeah, they don't look like the shorts exactly, but the world is the same world. They're still using... You go watch the shorts for Sombra. You can see all the spots she's in exist in the game, right? So
if I bring that stuff in here, I'm choosing Overwatch. I was just... I guess I hadn't considered that. I was strictly thinking, because Overwatch does look great, and you're right, the world is freaking amazing, but... Like if I'm just looking at these and choosing which one has kind of a more stylistic or realized or even just, I mean, we're talking art. So,
right.
Something that speaks to me more directly, like world creation or game or aesthetic.
Sure.
I don't know if Overwatch does that for me, actually. I mean, I love it, but like stuff like, the stuff I've seen from Inside, the stuff I've seen from Firewatch even. Uncharted 4 is kind of, they're going for more for realism, so I guess that's a little bit more of a question, but yeah, I could see myself going for something maybe a little bit more stylized than even Overwatch, I guess. Artistic.
That's fair. You're allowed to.
But yeah, if I bring in the shorts and the world creation, Overwatch.
Yeah, look, you're not saying anything wrong. Like Inside, you go back to Limbo. I loved that look. I love the look of Inside. I think it's a beautiful game. I think it looks fantastic. Same thing, Firewatch. I love that look. That's like slightly animated, a little. There's some muted tone to it, but it's pretty bright. There's just Overwatch just does it for me. Those characters.
Wait, you know what? Could we just proactively give this to Cuphead for like last year too?
For the next 10 years, done.
Yeah,
100% done.
That solves that.
Yep, Cuphead. All right, good.
Best narrative, though, man, that's a thing. For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game, Firewatch, back at it again. Starting to think I should play that game.
Yeah.
Inside, Mafia 3, Oxenfree, and Uncharted 4: A Thief's End.
Have not played any of these.
No, Oxenfree I almost downloaded while it was on sale. So Oxenfree.
I'm going to go with Firewatch because it's the game I want to play the most out of all of those, I think.
Yeah, Inside still just barely inching
just
out
Firewatch
on the, yeah.
Fair enough.
So maybe I own Inside, so I guess I could maybe that would be more appropriate.
I like your Inside. I also like Best Game Direction, recognizing a game studio for outstanding creative vision, game direction, and design.
Hey, that's actually this was like Best Developer before. I like how they've actually redone that category.
Yeah, it actually is. It's a little bit better. Blizzard for Overwatch, DICE for Battlefield 1, id Software for Doom, Naughty Dog for Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, Respawn for Titanfall 2. Now, once again, I want to go back. I want to go back and reread Best Game Direction, recognizing a game studio for outstanding creative vision, game direction, and design.
Man,
I have a very difficult time with this one, and the main reason I have a hard time with this one, I want to say id, except I can't. Because for as much as I love Doom, it was not outstandingly creative. It's not outstandingly designed. It's fantastic, but it's all reminiscent. It's all pulled from previous stuff, and I just can't.
Well, if you're gonna talk reminiscence, I can't put Overwatch ahead of it.
I didn't say I would.
Oh, well, those are the only two in contention for me, was Blizzard and id Software. What are you thinking then?
See, I just want to kill myself for this because I don't necessarily know that I agree with myself right now, but I'm kind of on for this one. Outstanding creative vision, game direction, and design.
Okay.
Titanfall. I just like that one. To me, I see the vision. I see what they're doing with it. It's different. The game direction, man, that single player is incredible. It was different. It had enough stuff to it that made it stand out. And from a design perspective, man, that future world, the Titan differences, the look of the characters, I liked it, man. And it's not my favorite game of the list, but I think for this in particular, especially given what I just said about Doom and the reasons I can't say Doom, I have to go with Respawn.
I think I'm with you on most of Doom, even though you're right. These are all fantastic, like whatever, but like, I don't know. Time to creative vision, game direction, and design.
See, I'm glad. This is what I'm glad. I gave you a reason to at least consider Titanfall.
No, I mean, you're not wrong. And it's almost the same thing. Like I want to say Doom. Like Titanfall 2 is great. That campaign was great. We talked about the story not being tons of great, but the stuff you do in the campaign still being fun. But honestly, in the end, like it's still Blizzard. I think and outstanding creative vision.
And that's the one spot where I'm more than happy to go with Blizzard, because the creative vision here and the design goes back to what I said in the narrative, which is bring out all of that that animation or not narrative. It was for best art direction. All the reasons for best art direction are the same reasons I give for best game direction for Overwatch.
Yeah.
So
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun one.
I'm down with that. I'm whatever, man.
Yeah. Okay. Let's end it all. Let's with a bang.
All right.
With a colon bang.
Bang it out.
Game of the year for a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Ooh, throwing technical in there. Wow. That's kind of like your game has to work, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Tetris.
Doom, Inside, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, and Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
All right, on the count of 3, because this is going to be in unison, we're going to say the same thing. 1, 2, 3.
Doom.
Doom.
That
was it. Yeah, Doom. 100%. Got to.
I want to say which other game. I kind of don't want to. Show my hand.
No.
Like I feel like that our end of the year for whatever games of the year or top 5, whatever we do, I feel like it's going to be freaking fun for a lot of different reasons. I don't want to give too much of it away, but since I have already said, I've thrown everything to the wind and said, you know what? I don't care. I'm getting out ahead of it. Doom game of the year when I started to play it, still there.
Yep.
So yeah.
I have not wavered on that as an experience, that campaign. Yeah, just second to none this year.
I'm looking forward to talking about why it couldn't have been sometimes.
Sure.
But
yeah.
not now.
No,
not here, not now.
Maybe not ever, but later. Yeah.
Probably sometime.
The 2016 Game Awards take place Thursday, December 1st at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. Ryan of 0HITPOINTS fame / Miller fame will be there. And
Square.
It's going to be...
Get used to it.
A thing. We will have more discussion about the Game Awards next week after the Game Awards are over. I guess in 2 weeks.
Is it this week? Yeah,
It'll be 2 weeks. I guess. Yeah, 2 weeks.
We'll talk about it. Hey, you listen to this. You got this far. You did
it. You know what? And congratulations to us. Great work, viewers. We love you. You're fantastic. Viewers of the year are you.
Yeah, not even, there's no contention.
And you are my Nielsen family.